Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got a lot to do today. If you were here yesterday, then you saw me pour this with sea salt. So this was coarse sea salt in resin, and it got so late last night because I did so much in yesterday's video that I said I would finish this today. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do a candy apple, and I pulled out the sprinkles and I poured out this cornstarch because I normally would use the hand-painted resin, but Let's Resin no longer sells it, so I want to do something new to me, not new to the resin world, and show you guys, if you have not seen it, that we can thicken our resin with cornstarch. So we're going to try that today for the first time. I have an order for Joan. She wants an apple in my red wine glitter, like all glittery. I got to make more of these little ducks. I have 3 more to make for the order. And then this is a new cute little jar for Valentine's Day that we just put in the eBay store, which I have ink on it or something. This has a bunch of little hearts all the way around the perimeter. It's so cute, and it's little, and it's just perfect little catch-all for, I don't know, whatever you want on your desk. I got pink alcohol ink all over me because I opened these Pixis ones, and apparently it didn't seal very well. So that's what this is. It's not like I didn't get cut or anything. I'm just getting like soaked in alcohol ink. You know what? I'm gonna put gloves on right now because I don't want pink everywhere. I'm gonna use this new drill that I got from Resiners to drill out a hole because I have this skewer that I used in cake decorating to tier cakes, and I think it's going to be perfect for the stick for the apple. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a technique I saw Mary on Resin Me Up do on this. I've never done it before. I've seen her do it. She drips some alcohol ink, swirls in some clear resin. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Not sure I'll be able to do it, but we're going to try. So let me just flip everything over, just so I don't get dust in everything. So the Resiners drill comes with a whole bunch of bits. I pulled out the thickest one because this stick is actually thicker than that, but we're just going to go in and out. So when you want to fix or change out your drill bit, you just press that button in and it'll let you unscrew your top. It's really, really simple. Pull out your collet, I think it's called, which I'm going to keep there because I'm going to want it. Put out the one that fits your new drill bit and just press your button so you can screw it back in. Hopefully this is the one that goes to this. Sometimes you have to push really hard in order to get that button to go down. Why does it have an arrow on there, I wonder? Is that not the one for this? It must be. It's got to be. It's gold. Oh, there we go. The button was a little tight. Whoops. And then I let go. So you just tighten that while you're holding the button down and it's good to go. Those are my bits that I have. I'm just going to start by drilling. You hold and press that. It's got eight different speeds. I don't really need the high speed, so I'm just going to kind of go right down the center. That's all. And I knew it was going to make a mess. Oops. I probably shouldn't have done that. I just overheated it, I think. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to kind of drill it out. Let's see if the stick fits in there or not. Not yet. It's a smaller drill bit than I need, so I need to like Dremel it out. Make it wider. I don't need it too deep. I just need it deep enough to get some of this stick in. That should be good. think I'm going to go this side though. There we go. Perfect. Maybe not. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to go this side. I'm going to get this all cleaned off. I'm just going to chop off the top of this where I want it cut. I don't know. We don't need it too long, right? Probably, let's start with that. Just chop my stick off. Maybe I'll keep that in here. This is the second one I've made like this, so. Alright, so I'm just going to wash this off. I don't need that anymore. Oh, I do want to switch the drill bit because I know I'm not going to be using that one that often, but it was sure nice to have when I needed it. This is the one I used to put holes in my pendants that needed a hole. There we go. Perfect. Let me just vacuum up my table. If you guys don't have this cute little vacuum, you should really get one. It comes in handy when you need stuff like this. So I think what I'm going to do, because I want to mess around with that the longest, I'm going to mix up the apple and the duck and the jar. We're going to get those out of the way. Perfect. We'll get the apple, the jar. This is about 8.5, so I'm going to mix up 9 ounces. That'll be enough for that and this. I don't know how much this holds. I'm going to guess 3 ounces, but I better say 4 because I'm not quite sure. And I do need to wash up my apple. I'm just going to spray it with alcohol and get it washed. I think it's so cute. Man, the texture that salt did to it makes it look like a real Granny Smith apple. It was so cool. Look at that. And then you could spray it if you wanted to, but, you know, it's kind of like a partial matte mold. It's perfect for an apple. All right, let me get some resin mixed so we can do these, set them aside, and then we're going to concentrate on the cornstarch. Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. I mixed up 14 ounces. This actually might be enough to do everything. So I will still save that apple for last because I don't need it to be thin for any reason. I'm going to split 9 out of here just so I can measure with this cup, but then I got to split it again. I know this cup goes to 8, but I'm just going to fill it all the way up to 9. And that should leave me 5 for everything else. That left me, well, these are different measurements because that says 4. And I don't know if 4 is enough. So I better stick with these measurements. Let me see. It's almost 5. Let's do that. Oops. I don't want to mix glitter in this cup. That's what I'm trying to avoid, but I need a larger cup to mix up the glitter and then the glue. So yeah, I'm going to be using several cups today. There. Actually, I need it all in here because I am going to put glue in to make sure that glitter stays where I want it. All these transfers today. Don't worry, I'm going to clean this cup out and use it. I'm not going to just use it for one time measuring. I am not going to do that. Okay, let's set that aside and do the glitter. So we want a lot of glitter in here. And then like 9 drops of glue so it stays suspended in my apple.
What?
Hey, Mr. Glitz.
Hey. Hello, lovely people with lovely hair.
What if their hair doesn't look nice?
It always looks
And
nice.
they know that it doesn't look
Somebody
nice.
said mine needed to comb my hair last night. Or the other night.
A little bit more. And then a little bit glue. I picked a red stick, which isn't ideal, but I think that's enough glitter. I'm just not wanting to see my stick through the glitter, but I'm pretty sure that's good. So, let's see. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It will still go through the vacuum chamber. It will still get the bubbles out, but you definitely, I think I'm going to have to split it 3 ways. Actually, I might use that cup again that I've already dirtied, so I can split it 3 ways. Just make sure you mix it really good before you stick it in the vacuum chamber. And I got this one too, so I'm going to split it in this dirty one already. About 1/3 full if you have a vacuum chamber with an external pump like mine, because it's very strong and the glue will make it like really rise. A little bit more in there. And I think I'm going to use the pink alcohol inks for the duck today, since I don't know that I have a pink one. All right, let me move these aside. I'm just going to get the smallest little cup full. And I think I'm going to add crushed crystal to the clear. Whoops. I pulled out caramel by Rolio. Isn't that fitting for our caramel apple? That's just for the duck there. And let's do candy. It's called candy. Get enough in there. And I'm going to run it through the vacuum chamber this little tiny bit just because it's going to go in there anyway. So this one's going to be a little transparent. All right, crushed crystal. Let's do crushed crystal in here. This is for the jar. And if I have enough left over, we'll do the apple with it. If not, we'll make more. We'll start from scratch. Okay, let's go to the vacuum chamber.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare, diamond shine.
Let's start with the little duck. Just going to spritz them a little bit. Let me tap it out. A little too much in there. Is that pink? Hang on a minute. I think I dripped pink alcohol ink in there when I spilled it. All right. The perfect amount. Look at that. Just enough. Let me see. Where's my stick? I know I kept it out. Here it is. Just enough. Perfect. Actually, a little too much. I just want to grab a dotting tool so I could poke down in his little beak, his little hair, and his tail. It looks pretty good. I don't want to mess with it a lot, so I'm just going to set it aside. Okay, let's get this gluey mixture poured in. I got to get it down in that stem first somehow, because the glue is very difficult to do. Come on. I hope I got it. Let me pour a little bit in there and just look from the bottom. Let's see. Oh no, I think that's a huge bubble. A huge bubble. Where's the rest of that stick? Let me use that. Yeah, that was a huge bubble in there. It's so hard with the glue. Come on, I need you to fill up. Come on, I really need you to fill up. Let me just look at it from... I think I got it. Gosh, I hope I got it. That thing came in handy today. Oh, look at that, a bubble's rising. Huh, kind of like this little tool. All right, I'm just gonna fill it, check around the rim. Let me get my glitter spatula out so I don't create a new glitter spatula. All right, let me poke around that rim with a tool of some sort here. Gotta get all those bubbles out. And then I'll fill it up. Come on, get out of there. I think I got them. I'm just gonna fill it, spritz it, and let it cure. Now the glue will make it cure quicker than normal, which I'm not opposed to. I encourage it to go quicker. Let me just spritz those bubbles, and then we're going to do the same thing in here. I am going to check the sides because I don't want any... Where's my spatula? Don't want any bubbles. She didn't want any ladybugs. She didn't ask for them, so I hope I don't have to ask her if she wants them to cover a bubble. Get all this in and then check the sides and the bottom. Not really the sides, but the bottom. Oh, I hate being sticky, you guys. I hate it. Let me just go around this edge here. I don't see anything. So hopefully nothing forms. We might have a little left over. This thing holds about 8.5 and I mixed up 9. Trying to pour slowly so it gets down in those walls before it flows over them because it's so thick. It's a decent sized jar for 9 ounces. All right, good. We're going to have enough. Yay. I am going to dome this one since it's a machine cut mold. And we have a little left over. I'm going to make some pendants out of that on the side because they're not going to fit. Well, maybe they will. Let me move a few things. Get a few things out of here that I don't need. Oh, my dotting tool came apart. Get that out of here. That out of here. All right, let me just move this over. Beautiful. I'm going to spritz it. And this is the one I've been using lately because they're so pretty and shiny. Now it's got glue in here, so let's make some pendants since I don't have anything else I can make with red that I know offhand. It's hard to stop it from flowing with the glue in there. Ooh, that's a big one. I'll try to do smaller ones first, but I do like these bar ones. They are pretty. Let's do some of these rounder ones. Ah! Gotta slice it off. If you dome them, they come out so much easier to trimming. Your trimming is next to nothing if you dome them. This is a machine cut mold, so it's perfectly cut around those edges. Let's do this one. Just a little bit more. I just need a couple drops in this one. If they don't and you have to trim them, the easiest way that I found to do it was to just rub it on top of a nail file just to get those sharp edges off. Let me just dome this one. Another drip. Come on. Drip. And I probably can squeeze out enough for a couple more. This one has too much. There we go. Let's do a couple small ones. And then that one. I still have some in here I can scrape out. Let's see. Do I have enough for, what do I have enough for? Maybe this one? And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Well, I take that back. I have enough for the one right next to it. No need for waste around here. Come on. Perfect. Okay, let me get that jar going. And now I'm just going by memory. It's been a while since I watched her do this. And I don't remember if it was in a jar mold, a coaster mold. I don't remember exactly what she did it in because it's been a little while, like I said. So this could be a complete failure. But that's okay. That's what I'm here for. To show you what not to do sometimes. I'll just keep that here. So I remember her dripping alcohol inks in and then just swirling your clear on top of it or something like that. So let me just open these up. These are like a light, here I'll put the drips on here so you could see a light pink and a darker pink. They could blend together. I don't have a clue. And they're going to stain this mold. We literally just poured this today, yesterday. I don't remember a day. It's like barely been. I don't even think it's been 24 hours. So definitely going to stain the mold. Now, I don't know. All I know is she kind of did this. And it gave it a little wispy effect. And then she added alcohol ink as she went. But now that I'm seeing this, I don't know. I don't think it was in a mold like this. So it's probably just going to be pink. And then, oh, you know what? She added white. Let me get a white. Do I have just white? I don't want sinker white. I don't think it was sinker white. I think here's a Brie or Reese white. All my Let's Resin whites are sinker whites. I don't think she used a sinker white, to be honest with ya. But the white would be pretty in here. And then, see, I've already... Just kind of broke it up, but I think it's all blending together, to be honest with you. And if it does, it does. We'll have a pink jar. I'm pretty sure it's going to. I do like the white in there, though. Cute little Valentine's Day jar. And it has the crushed crystal to save it from from my failure. Oops. Let's see. I don't know. Quite possibly it wasn't done in a mold like this. I'm hoping that if nothing else, that white will give us some sort of an effect. I think, what did I have, 5 left in here? I'm trying to keep track of what it's going to hold. And we're pouring it so slowly, we shouldn't have any bubbles. I don't think we need any more pink because the pink is clearly just taken over. So I think I'm just going to keep doing the white. Oops. I think it's pretty much full. I don't want to dome this one because I cut this mold and it is not perfect. Nor will any of my hand cut molds be perfect. But I do the best I can. Well, now we wait. I don't know. Let me wipe this off. I don't know. I honestly don't think it's going to work. But we have enough for our caramel, so that's good. Let me wipe all these off. These ones like to leak a lot for some reason. I don't think the caps close nicely. And this one here, I'm just kind of paying attention to the back of that. And I'm not sure if I want that big chunk of white to sit there. Let me get my dotting tool back. Kind of swirl it. Hopefully we don't get any bubbles back here. Well, I'm sure it's a failure, but it'll still be pretty, right? We can only hope. We can only hope. Let's do this thing. I don't need much. I have some left over. Let me just, you know what? I'm going to leave it in there because we might need it if I overdo the cornstarch. I have sprinkles here. These are fake sprinkles, not real sprinkles. Get the lid off. We're going to sprinkle that in there. Where did my skewer go? Oh, here it is. Thought I lost it. Okay. Pop that in there because that's a caramel apple, right? We're going to mix this up. Just need a little bit. And then we're going to mix cornstarch into this mixture until it's thick. And this should be, so this is getting warm already. I almost feel like I should use the rest of that on something before it goes bad while this still heats up. If this heats up, then I don't need as much. That's enough color there. What do I have left in here? You know what? I'm gonna make a bunch of pendants. Let's pick a color. But I like to do 2 colors in these. Let's play around with this while that thickens up. Where's my spatula? I like to do white. You know which one was nice the other day? I'm going to do actually clear and drip some inks in the clear. And then marble with the clear. That was really cool. And then I'll do one white, and I marbled it with like a metallic. That was cool too. So let me get that white back out that I just put away. And we'll do this rose gold that I have. We're gonna just wait on you, please. Watch, it'll get thick enough where we don't have to use the cornstarch. That would be terrible, because I really want to use the cornstarch. Let's do, make this one white. So I don't want to waste 1.5 ounces while it's sitting here waiting for us. Oops. I'll leave the other one clear, and we'll get some colors to drip in there. Because the pendants come out really pretty. Let me move this. Get my pendant mold back. Come here. And let me make sure they're clean. We'll do all these bars over here. Get all that glitter out. Okay, I'm just going to take this metallic. I probably won't be able to link this, but what I can link is the Let's Resin one, because they have all their metallics in there. Let's see what we get. Hopefully they're nice. I don't know. Try to dome them. Let me get another drip in here. Give it a little stir. Pour. Ooh, that one might be nice. Whoop. Want one near the spout so we get some metallic come out first. And I got to pick some colors for that clear. Got to make bigger ones when you run out of smaller ones. Look at that mess. Yeah, I'm going to get red in that one. We'll do one more drop. And do, what do I have enough for? This one. Sometimes the extras steal the show. You just have no idea until it's demold time. Try to get a drip in that one. Okay, that's good. I'm trying to hurry, guys. I know. The extras can be boring. I know. Somebody told me that there's some things I can cut out of my videos the other day. That was their tip. I'm like, well, I can't please everybody. So I hope you fast forward what you don't like, because a lot of people are learning, and I'm just going to leave it in because I don't know what people like and don't like. Let's do blue and purple. These are opaque dyes. Because blue and purple looks good together. Hopefully they're both open. I gotta get a Q-tip and some alcohol real quick. So if you're one of those people who don't like this part, please fast forward, you guys, because I don't know who likes what. I cannot guess. I just have to do it for everybody, and then you guys have to choose what you like to watch. So that's all I can do. Let's see. These should be clean. I hope. These are the ones here on the end that I have to drill holes in. Okay, so if these are open, we're going to just drip. That one's open. That one's open. Let's try this in clear. I don't know what we're going to get, but it was kind of cool the other day. I'm going to do that one. Ooh, that's going to be pretty opaque. Do that one. Trying to do the ones I don't have to drill first. Do that one. We'll do this one. I don't think I'm going to need any more color. It's going to last the whole jar. Do these. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to drill these ones out, which is fine. That's what the drill's for, right? Then if you do drill them out and you use a what do you call it? Let me get a purple drop in here. Oops, a pinch bail. Let's pick a really pretty pinch bail, and that'll set the whole thing off. Let's see. Let's do the fatter one. I don't know if you're going to see the crushed crystal in here or not. Probably not. There we go. That's it. Just going to dome them all if I can. It just literally means a drop in them. Okay, now we got to get to the cornstarch, the whole purpose of what I wanted to try today. Okay, so as you can see, it's still way too runny. If I put that on there right now, it's just going to run all over the place. So I think we're good to go. And I didn't save any. So I can't overdo this because I can't thin it back down. So I'm just going to mix in a little bit at a time until it's drippy. Kind of like that hand-painted resin that they used to sell. So that's not enough. Isn't that funny how cornstarch thickens your sauces and it thickens resin like a sauce? It's not even changing the color. And this is going to hold that stick in too. So it's still too runny, but it looks like caramel, doesn't it? Need another scoop. So just do a little bit at a time, or save some clear on the side like I meant to do. But I got too worried about wasting that whole 1.5 ounces or whatever it was. that I forgot to leave some aside. So it's still too drippy. I want it really thick, really, really thick. These aren't the best cups for this, but I guess I could transfer it over to a little Dixie cup. I think we'll survive though. And then when it's like on there, I'm just going to sprinkle my sprinkles on. It's still too runny. That's amazing how much we actually need. It's certainly not coloring our resin any different color. It's staying the same. Still more. I did not expect it to take this much, this tiny little bit. Might have lightened it a little bit now, but really not much. It's still kind of runny. Wow. Should I go that much? I don't know. I'm going to still stick with a little at a time. I can't loosen it up any. I can't believe how many things you could put in resin. Isn't it crazy? Basically anything except water. I'm sure there's other things, but so far we got cornstarch that's not going to mess it up. Glue, who would have ever guessed? Of course, all your inclusions, but those don't really mess with the integrity of it. Still not thick enough. I want it to be able to drip down that side, kind of like a drip cake. If you, maybe you don't make cakes, but a lot of resiners have made cakes in the past. And the drips kind of flow down the side of the cake and then stop on their own without reaching the bottom. That's the consistency I need, like the chocolate would be. And we're not there yet. Don't worry, I don't use this cornstarch in my kitchen. In fact, I took it out of my kitchen when I did the last experiment with it because it's like expired by 5 years. I don't use cornstarch. So this has now stayed in here for things like this because I knew someday, I mean, it looks like caramel, like it looks really good if you could eat it. I know I'm probably making y'all hungry. I just don't want to puff this into my pendants over here. I can't believe how much it's taking, you guys. I know, you can fast forward until the end, until it's thick. I don't know how much it's going to take. I just want to show you how many scoops. I mean, I'm sure I could like let it sit on the table and thicken up, but why? Let's just do this. Because now I'm interested. It's getting there though. That's still going to be too runny. I want it to be like, I don't know how to explain it. You just have to see it. It's taken the mica sheen out of it. If you noticed, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that sheen that mica gives off. My crushed crystal is gone, which is fine because caramel doesn't look like that in real life. I'm just amazed how much I have scooped in here. Now this is the 1-to-1 epoxy, the normal casting resin by Let's Resin. I bet you it would be a lot easier if you used tabletop resin or the 4-hour fast cure or even a 1-hour cure. You wouldn't have to put as much in there. It's getting thick, but it's still going to run down my apple, I think. Let me see how long it takes to run off. Yeah, still running off my stick too easily. I don't know if I want that much. Nearing the end here. Just trying to, yeah, it's still gonna run off. I'm just gonna keep mixing it in, and as soon as I get it, I'll come back. I only added 2 more scoops, of course, after I turn the camera off. So let's try this. I think it might work. And all I'm gonna do is pour it around this stick here and let it drip down the sides. Now we don't need all of this, obviously. It's too much, but I want it to kind of naturally fall down the edges like it would on a caramel apple. I just hope it's not too... I don't want it to go all the way down, but it probably will. Yeah, its side is going down for sure. So I'm going to lift this up off of the table. Let me find a jar here or something. Not that one. Yeah, that one's too thick. It's going all the way down, but I don't want to mess with it at this point, because I need a silicone. I need something silicone. Let me find a coaster. And you know what it's going to do? It's just going to do its thing. That's all I'm going to do. Now I'm going to sprinkle some sprinkles in it. And I'll let it pool at the bottom because I don't have a choice. That's the only side that did it. And I'm not going to like trim it or anything. Gosh, I hope that stops. See, that one's going to go down too. So I could have used more. Definitely could have used more. I can't take it off. I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to let it pool at the bottom and be one of those fake apples that you could set on the table that has a pool of stuff around it. I don't know what to do with this. It's kind of thick. It's too thick for my extra, so I'm just going to chuck this. There's really nothing I could do with it. I don't know what I would put it in. So let's just get everything cured, see what it all looks like. I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and brush a pendant mold. Oh my gosh, resin all over that. And just put it in the back of it so you can be used, because it's still resin and it still will harden. I just don't like the color and the thickness of it, but you're not going to know that in a pendant mold. So let's do these. I don't know how many we need. Maybe 4. Let's do a heart. Now I gotta try to get it in here and get it level. Oh my goodness. Hope I don't ruin my brand new mold. It almost needs a piping bag. It's so thick, which is what you want. Yeah, that one's pooling, but it'll be cute anyway. It'll be okay. I might be able to fill all of these actually, because these aren't very deep. Gosh, it looks exactly like caramel. Yeah, I should paint the rest of these. It's just stringing everywhere. It's probably as thick as I would want it like a few minutes ago. Right now instead of earlier. That's okay. Oh no! Get that off. Let's just do them all. If we don't use them, we'll use them next time. Let me just blow it out over here. Don't want it in my apple. Come on, now I gotta get it off the stick. Oh goodness. It literally feels like I'm working with edible caramel. And I'm hoping when I take a lighter to it, it will, maybe I need my heat gun or something, just to loosen it up and get it flat on the back. It's just so stringy. Yeah, it's the perfect consistency now. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? So look at that. We're still not going to waste any resin. Well, we don't have enough for all of them, but that's okay. Only one short. This is crazy. I literally had to wait, what, 5 minutes? And that's it. Maybe the lighter will do it. I need to get them like flattened on the backs. Hopefully. Fix that around that edge. All right, we're just going to, oops, cure it all and see what we got. So as I was finished pouring, my son walks in with a gift, so I got to give my son a shout out. Look what he brought me home today. You know, the one that I keep locked up in his room. He must love me a little bit. Look at those gorgeous flowers. Now I got to go find a vase. Thank you, Anthony. Everything is cured. It is time. I've already pulled out the pendants so I can get all the bales on to show you one time and done. My favorites are the white with the metallics. Look at those. They came out absolutely gorgeous. Now the clear with the purple and the blue, although they're pretty, they're not what I was going for. So it all just kind of melded together inside the pendant. You can kind of see the purple swirled on the inside, but it basically turned blue and you could see the crushed crystals. So they're still good. Here's the ones that I painted with the powders. Came out really pretty. And then here are the red ones with the glitter and the glue, which actually came out good for having glue in there and being really thick in that little tiny mold. But I think those are my favorites. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to let those dry. I just finished them. Now these ones with the pinch bales, I had to drill holes in. So I did drill a hole through that with my new drill from Resiners. So check out that drill if you haven't seen that yet. Here is my caramel apple. So I did turn the heat mat on, so it did lower the viscosity. I should have waited, but I'm not upset. I kind of like it because it looks like it's spilling on your table. kind of came out like the last one I did. The last one I didn't put anything into the caramel. I just waited for mine to thicken up and then did it. But I kind of like that the sprinkles went down in there. It's not too bad. I like it. And I'll, of course, you know, I gotta sand that off because I have pink all over my hands. Looks like a massacre of alcohol inks around here. Terrible. So there was that. Let's get the duck out. And it stained my mold. I told you it would. So that one has no chance. So there's the duck in pink. I'll trim it up and put all the stones on it that I normally put on. I might need a new mold. Well, no, it's still pretty shiny. We're still good. All right, let's get this one out and see what we have. I'm trying not to touch it with my fingers. Let's see what we got. Well, it's kind of cool. Not what I was going for, but I'm not upset about it. These are all little hearts all over it. Kind of hard to see with all that going on in there, so maybe I will highlight them with a marker or something. I do like the white. I probably should have put it in sooner because now it's only at the bottom half. So I will fix this up a little bit. It's cute. It's like, I don't know, it's this big. If that means anything, that tall. So it's a cute little jar. You could see crushed crystal on the inside, but you can't see it from the outside. So yeah, not the look I was going for, but not upset again about it. It's kind of cute. Let's get the bottom out. The bottom's easier. And then we'll get the top out. This is a pretty flexible silicone. If you haven't seen the other 4 or 5 that I did, what did I do? I did 4 of them over there. So this is number 5. There we go. Ooh, it came out good. Got alcohol ink dripped in here too. Oh my gosh. Got that pink stuff everywhere. Here's the base. It's perfect. No bubbles. Oh, I think she's gonna like it. Just need a trim. Trim and fix those trim marks. All right, let's get this out if I can. There we go. Not too bad today. Yes, I avoided, I got one tiny, tiny little bubble right there. I might be able to hide that with UV resin. Oh, another one right there. Oh, man. Hopefully the stem doesn't pop off. It's pretty cured. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I will fix those 2 little tiny bubbles. She wants the stem painted brown, which I pulled this brown out, number 244. That is from the smaller of the 2 kits from Let's Resin. And but I'm not going to do that just yet. I need to trim everything. I always trim first. I don't want to get that dust into a finished product. So I always trim, wash it with soapy water, which I'm going to do to these 3 things. Then I put Resin Restore on everything. Yeah, I stain my molds, but it'll be okay. It doesn't really matter. It's just not pretty to look at. So trim, wash, soapy water or alcohol, whatever you want. Then you could put the Resin Restore on. I still need to do the Resin Restore on the backs of these. And I'm going to bling these things up the best that I can, and I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Sunlight on the table, little bottles with her name. Michelle's got glue on her fingers and joy she can't explain. Granny Smith green shining, caramel swirl so sweet, tiny sprinkles like confetti on a fairground tree. Glitz and glitter, look what God can do, turning simple little moments into something new. Every like, every comment, every heart that sees, she's thanking Lord Jesus for the friends he brings. Glitz and glitter, is a blessing she can't hide. There's a jar on the counter, silver hearts all in a row, diamond rhinestones catching every bit of glow, marbled little pendants waiting on a chain, swirls of blue and gold together like mercy in the rain. Glitz and glitter, look what God can do, turning simple little moments into something new. Every like, every comment, every heart that sees, she's thanking Lord Jesus for the friends he brings. Glitz and glitter, yeah, she lifts it up, hands in the air with a grateful love. All this color, all this shine, all this peace inside is a blessing she can't hide. Oh. From the first pour drop to the last said piece, she's humming out a prayer, feeling quiet release. For every single viewer you've trusted me to reach, Jesus, take this little channel, turn it into seed. Glitz and glitter, look what God can do, turning simple little moments into something new. Every like, every comment, every heart that sees, she's thanking Lord Jesus for the friends he brings, for the friends he brings.
That wasn't too bad today. So I just did the duck up just like all the rest of the other 9. I think this is number 10. And then the jar, of course, painted the stem brown, put the leaf on for her. And I did fix the 2 little bubbles so they're not sharp on anybody's hands. So that is finished for you, Joan. And here is the little jar. Still kind of drying. So I went around the rim with the chrome paint pen and all these little hearts that go around this whole thing. It looks pretty cool. Not what I was going for, but I like it. Added a stone in the middle of each heart just so we could see those hearts because they were a little bit lost with all that stuff going on in there. So that's it today, guys. Not too bad. It's not like midnight or anything. It's actually kind of early, which is shocking. All right, well, I'm going to get you pictures like I always do. I hope to see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock, so be there. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart.